RHONJ actress Melissa Gorga says Joe Giudice and Joe Gorga's recent meeting was not planned at all, despite the negative emotions it elicited. Joe Gorga and Joe Giudice of the Real Housewives of New Jersey recently saw each other for the first time in a long time, which drew a lot of criticism, but Melissa Gorga now claims the event was not staged at all. There has long been rivalry and camaraderie between the two Joes. Although they have known each other since childhood, their friendship has deteriorated when Joe Giudice wed Teresa Giudice, the sister of Joe Gorga. The Real Housewives of New Jersey's Melissa Gorga addressed the hot-button issue of the two Joes reconnecting after a long separation during a recent episode of Melissa Gorga on Display, asserting that it was 100% not planned. Since Joe Giudice's deportation from the country after serving a prison sentence, he and Joe Gorga had not spoken. He now resides in the Bahamas, where he met Joe in a neighborhood tavern. They simply wanted to convey an emotional and joyful moment between estranged family members, Melissa stated on her podcast. Joe Gorga opted to release this video because we really wanted to shine a light on a wonderful occasion, Melissa said. Melissa continued to discuss the incident and some of the criticism in this episode of the podcast. She did acknowledge that she had received information that Joe Giudice would be at the casino that evening. She remained adamant, nevertheless, that there was no staging or advance planning involved in the two former friends and family members meeting. Melissa went so far as to point out poor body language in the video to show that it wasn't staged. Melissa added, "You can bet you're a ***. The cameras are going to go up when Joe and Joe run into each other after all these years to guarantee that the encounter was not recorded for social media." There was a lot of criticism of this meetup online. Although it appeared that the two Joes had resolved their disagreements, it is plausible to suspect that the encounter may have been staged. Even Joe Gorga's niece, Joe Giudice, commented that the reunion appeared staged and manufactured. Her comments sparked more discussion online and most likely influenced Melissa's reaction to the overall circumstance. Since RHONJ Season 2, the Giudices and the Gorgas family turmoil has been a mainstay on the Bravo reality series. There is nothing unusual for these families to post about their problems on social media, but it really shouldn't have been handled this way. If they want to communicate with one another, they should do so in person rather than on social media or even podcasts. The Giudices and Gorgas should handle their issues in private, but that won't happen while they are on RHONJ.